Stop looking for love. Most people don't actually want love. They want reassurance. They want to feel chosen. They want proof that they're enough. I know this because I've been there. We all have. I've caught myself checking my phone over and over, not because I missed someone, but because I needed that notification to confirm that I mattered. I've reread old messages, not for connection, but for validation. I didn't want love. I wanted relief. So people chase love like it's something outside of them, like it's hidden in another person's attention, affection, or approval. But the truth is, you already are love. Think about it. You've cared deeply before. You've worried about people. You've been patient. You're forgiven when you don't have to be. All of these attributes didn't come from something else or someone else. They came from inside of you. Love is already inside of you. What you actually need isn't love. It's value. When you try to bond with people, the question shouldn't be, do they love me? Or do I love them? It should be, do we add value into each other's lives? Because love without value doesn't last. I've participated and I've seen relationships where the feelings were intense, constant texting, late night FaceTimes, non-stop affection, you get the gist. But there was no substance, no growth, no learning from each other. Just emotions bouncing back and forth until somebody gets tired. Value looks different. Value can look like learning from each other. Value can be having fun together in a healthy way, sharing interests that don't drain you, doing each other's hobbies together, covering each other's weaknesses without resenting it, and growing together instead of growing dependent. I once had a connection that felt so amazing at first, constant attention, strong chemistry, but over time I started to notice every interaction felt like it was taking energy away from me, taking parts of my soul, instead of feeling like I was gaining something, because we weren't building. We were just soothing each other's insecurities. And that right there is the trap. A lot of relationships start with intense love, but no value. And they feel incredible at first, and slowly exhaust you. When you're looking for love, what you're really saying is, I want someone to make me feel whole. But the moment you decide to do that, you give them power. Your mood starts depending on them, your schedule bends around them, your emotional stability becomes tied to their behavior. You're happy when they're warm, you're anxious when they pull away. You're overthinking things that used to not matter, and that's very dangerous. Because you're not choosing them anymore, you're clinging to them. There's a saying that I love, and I tell all my friends when they need advice. When you're not fed love on a silver spoon, you learn to lick it off of knives. This line hits so hard because it's word for word explaining that when you're desperate for love, pain becomes acceptable. You excuse disrespect, you minimize red flags, and you tolerate things that you'd never tolerate, all because you're afraid of being alone. You tell yourself things to make it easy. Maybe I'm just overreacting. It's not that bad, at least somebody likes me. I've watched people stay in situations that mentally killed them. Not because they were happy, but because the idea of being alone and scared was way more painful than staying in that situation. Slowly and slowly, you're giving your significant other power, and they start to be able to control you, but not because they're evil, because you've let them. Here's the truth a lot of people forget. All of the attributes of love are already inside of you. And love is not something you receive, it's something you express. Once you understand that, everything changes. Instead of asking if they love you, ask, do they respect my time? Do they bring peace or chaos into my life? Do I grow around them, or do I feel shrunk? Do I feel grounded or anxious? What you should be looking for others is value. Someone who keeps you sharp. Someone who brings you laughter without needing escapism. Someone who can challenge you without tearing you down. And someone who helps you grow instead of keeps you comfortable. The only time you need someone else to provide love for you is when you don't know how to love yourself. But that's not a place to build a relationship from. So stop chasing love and love yourself. Become someone who doesn't need to feel whole, because once you build value, love doesn't disappear. It just arrives in a form that lasts.